And since they're bigger than you can't punch them in the face. And if you tried, they'd punch you back so hard you would fly to space. Hello, I've spent the last several days trying to make a video explaining no band gradient to my own satisfaction. 15 seconds, yo. We don't care. 15 seconds, it's only if you swear. And I created this hacked together mess because I cut so much out. I'm like, do I want to say this or don't I? Oh, so have it. Thank you. Oh my god, duh! Oh my god, I've got this footage sitting around needing to be encoded or thrown away or something. I want to use parts of that explanation because they're funny. And if people can have fantasies of being stabbed in the face or whatever, then I can have fantasies of everything being nice and beautiful. So shut up. Wow, is that ever obvious? Oh my god, have I said enough to make some stupid video that I throw up and it's like super awkward? I need to be brave. Brave like a knave. A knave is probably brave because he's going to get thrown to the trader's gate and no one ever learns. Because, you know, it's really weird because people come up with phrases such as centers of excellence, and also phrases such as, you know, that one, first they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win. How does it make sense that that's a phrase? Like, dude, the first time anyone said that phrase, it should have ceased to be true, right? Because if it was ever true, and then it happened often enough for someone to notice and say it, then instantly anyone who heard it should have realized, oh, so that's what's going to happen. So the next time I'm about to ignore someone and then laugh at them and then fight them and then lose horribly and get humiliation attacks so bad I can't even walk out my front door again, I just won't do that and save myself the embarrassment. And so therefore the phrase should have ceased to be true instantly because everyone would just stop doing it to stop losing. But they didn't, or something, or the phrase was never... It makes no sense! You know, this anxiety is maybe kind of a blessing in certain... I mean, not like it sucks, but it is a strong motivation for me to try extremely hard not to be wrong and stupid. Not to say I am not still wrong and stupid sometimes, but it's all due to mistakes, not laziness. It's me really, really trying really hard to be as correct and accurate as I can, because I know what'll happen if I'm wrong and stupid, and I realize it's bad stuff. But I guess these pitiable people don't have this blessing from the Lord. And so they're just like, I'm going to say stupid and wrong things all day with no ill effect. So annoying. Oh man, did I just see? That's a banded gradient. Bloom. And that's cell shading. Bloom. Oh god. Oh god, now I'll have to do editing work. Also, I'm probably not going to play this game much more because these puzzles are just getting incredibly, incredibly annoying, and just like it's just like eating frickin' pillow fluff instead of a meal. It's like eating dust. Oh my god. This looks really delicious. It looks like white chocolate ice cream or something, or like those snacks that, I mean, you know... It's just like, oh, tasty. I'm going to eat it in a game because this game is my sugar fantasy. I know, horrible, horrible. Living it on out in the digital realm. You better put a disclaimer. Do not actually eat sugar because we think you're so dumb that you don't know that. This car commercial has a guy driving in what is obviously a maniac-like manner. Do not actually drive in this manner. I'll drive into whatever manner I want, god dang it! I'll crash through the walls in this free country! If they'd be nice though, letting us wait to drink the water. But you see, 30, 40 people out of 3,200 or so are like, yes! This video! My biggest, deepest fantasies have come true! And what if you're like, oh, I went to visit my girlfriend and I hugged her, and instead you're like, and I went to visit my girlfriend, and I hugged her, and then we had sex. It was really nice, and then we had some tea. And I was like, oh yeah. And that might sound silly to you, very relaxing. And it's time for me to put this footage together and see if I need or want to say anything else. I feel like I probably do, so actually maybe I won't. But I don't know what it could be. I don't know what it is. Oh my god, this pillar's done. It's like crunchy chocolate, and I want to, it's like, what are those snacks I'm thinking of? The ones with the crispy outer edge and like the inner part that's like strawberry or vanilla flavored? Oh, you know what I'm talking about. Crunchy, crisp, caffeine cruzz I was on. We were really a man. We would talk every day for hours. We belong to the Deadbeat Club law. Nothing. There's nothing left. How can it be? Lying in a trash can somewhere. Beware. They want to get married, but they want to get married for the purpose of sitting 10 feet apart on the couch from you, because that's fun. It's like, I love you so much that I'm even willing to tolerate you being sexual. Barely. But it's only because you let me sit 10 feet apart on the couch from you a lot, and let me give you a very small, extremely passionless hug. So what you do is, when you try to, like, go and hang out with a girl or whatever, you're sitting there and you are like, you're like, okay, there's this big line, and on this side is love, and on this side is sex. So I have to stay on the love side. So you're like, okay, like, what are the things that are on the love side? Like, what's loving versus what's sexual? Okay, so hugging, that's loving, that's fine, right? Hugging is totally fine, unless you hug them and then you, like, move your hands up and down their back. That would be sexual, so that's monstrous. So no go. But regular hugging is fine. Hand holding, kissing, probably sexual. You could hug, but then you couldn't put your arm around her because that would be sexual. That's bad. That's monstrous. So let's see what else. You probably couldn't put your hand on their head, shoulders maybe, back, yes, as long as you don't move it. But the most important thing is that you don't ever get an erection, because you're a total fucking monster if you get an erection while you're being snuggly. So if you do, chop your dick off. Or failing that, it's understandable you may not want to chop your dick off. I mean, it's very convenient, as Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle has taught us. So just, like, really, really, really just fillet yourself, and not in the fun way. Flagellate yourself. Not in the fun way. Freudian slip there. Although you might need assistance to fillet yourself, like a second mouth on a stick or a dick that's feet long. You know, details. You got to go home and you got to loudly declare that you are super smart and intelligent and not dumb the way sexual people are, because they're stupid and morons and they're horrible people, and you are a better person, a good person, and you are not like them, and you are like the most chaste fucking Castle Anthrax surviving dude ever. Although I will say, I do kind of wish that when us dudes felt snuggly, we didn't look like we had some sort of weapon between our legs rising up like a baseball bat in a 90s movie where some abusive ex-boyfriend comes to their house and goes, you know, your dog looks sick. I'm going to bash your windows in with this thing. Just saying. I love myself today, not like yesterday. I don't know if it was about that, but whatever. Probably not. So fucking funny how, like, minor and, like, nothing insignificant is now. Like dust upon the breeze. Feather sparkles upon the breeze. Feather dust. That's dust from a feather. It's not actual dust, so it's wrong! Except not at all. It's not wrong. It's just some idiot judgment some idiot said. You don't have to take it on board. I mean, you can if you want to, but I shall not. I am a vampire, about you mean a necromancer of the dead. Mancer of the dead, I live in a bungalow. I keep butchering it. I guess a butcher is another of my list of crimes. Butchering! Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Yes, I'm saying that as a joke, please, family. I have not, in fact, gone psycho, in case you don't understand what a snark is. Wow, that was irrelevant. Nice and positive, yes. What was I going to say about vampires and necropolises? It's a necropolis and a bungalow of the dead, sort of a roof in the desert. All right. Yep. Bicycle repairman. Get those communists out my face. Everyone you don't like is a communist, or whatever wing you want. You pick your political wing. Don't even understand what it even is supposed to mean, even though it doesn't really mean anything. And then just go like, you know, if you're like a floop wing or a blorp wing, just go like, those blorp wings, they're all dumb and fuck. Have you ever met any? No, but like my membership paper that I got when I joined this cult told me the names of all the people I'm supposed to suck the dick of and all the people I'm supposed to hate. I don't know what they mean. They're just words, and I spew catchphrases and think I'm smart. I see you don't have anxiety issues. No, why would I have those? Those are for florp wingers. I mean, I guess it would be nice to go through life not having anxiety about being stupid and not having to worry if you're stupid, maybe, but like, I don't know. It's all philosophical, like just knowing you are. You know. I have been very, 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 very stupid before, which is why I'm so like adamant about like, because I may have snuggle-huggled my kid self, but my teen self, oh wait, I said that already. You guys don't even know though. You guys don't even know the experience of snuggle-huggling your kid self after, you know, like, just, oh man. It's quite golden. And full of Great Barrier Reef. Honestly, I'm kind of just extending this video at this point, but sew me back together, right or wrong, either way is good. And if I sing and serenade you, I'll be in a neighborhood and be arrested for busking because you need a license, probably. Oh, you're committing a crime, son, you're with your singing, shut the hell up! Which someone told me to shut up singing when I was a kid. Not anyone I cared about, just some random passerby, you know. Not a kid, I was a teenager, I guess, you know. Being good at singing It's quite orgasmic, don't you know? It's a little inconvenient when I sing and I'm on stage. I just, I mean, I have a kind of transcendent experience. What the hell are transcendental numbers anyway? What the hell do they transcend? The limits, the rules, their own mortality? Stop the presses! Stop the presses! We can't stop the presses! There's too many elephants! I just heard of how you do something. Oh, shit! Ah! That's how you do it! I thought you had to change the weather by, like, hitting the weather switch and then it would rain and then all the clouds would be white. Wait. I don't think I thought that correctly at all. Oh. Oh. Let's all celebrate by indulging our okayness kink in a big okayness orgy! Yes, everything's fine! That's so simple! And then we enjoyed ourselves without complication and smiled at each other! So... Oh. Ah. And we snuggled. Erections and all.